Hi, I'm Kira. Welcome back to the channel and to your Yoga for the Elements series. Today's class is inspired by the element of water. You will need 2 blocks for this practice, at least 1. So let's begin on our backs. Happy baby pose is where we will begin. So draw the knees in toward the chest and reach for the outer edges of the feet, the shins, or even the backs of the thighs, but try to find a version of this where your low back stays grounded. Start to breathe into your hips. And as you rock side to side, explore like a happy baby would. You can extend one leg and then the other. So the water element is very much connected to our senses, following the feeling. So we'll be playing in that realm today. Let's draw the knees together, double leg spinal twist. Bring the arms out nice and wide. Bring the feet down and scoot your butt about an inch to the right, and let the knees fall over to the left, and let the knees separate. I want you to just feel like you sort of flopped here, rather than a precise twist with stacked knees. Just have a sense of splaying out, puddling. Feeling the spine begin to unwind. Take one more cycle of breath here. And then we'll move over to the other side. Plant the feet, scooch the butt about an inch to the left so the knees can spill over to the right. Head looks toward the left. Take one more cycle of breath. And then come onto your backs. Arms down alongside your hips, palms face down to ground you. And then lift one leg up and then the other. So the feet are up in the air. Start to take ankle circles. Get out those little pops and cracks in the ankles and the feet and the toes, both directions. And then pause. And we'll do a muscle release where we shake the legs really, really fast for about a minute and then we stop. It's pretty fun. All right, so shake, 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 shake. As if you're flicking water off of your feet, just shake the legs. Keep going, keep going. A lot of movement, just flicking and flippering the legs. Keep it going, continuous movement. Go, 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 go. Kick the legs like swimming. Keep it going for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, stop. Total stillness. And just feel the legs, feel the energy, the fluid move down from the feet, down the legs, down to the hips. Just letting all that movement, all that water settle. And then bend one knee and then the other, gather them in. And take a couple of rock and rolls up and down your spine a couple times. Finding the playful nature of this. And then we'll find our way to a comfortable seat. So you can sit up on a block if you like. Just find any comfortable seat that works for you and close the eyes, palms face down on the knees. Take a smooth breath in through the nose. Easy breath out. Visualize now that your torso is a glass and your breath is water that you're going to pour into this glass. On your next inhale, visualize the water rising in this glass all the way up to the rim, and then like a magic trick on the exhale, see the water recede and empty out again. Inhale, see the water level rising, rising, rising with the breath up into the chest. Exhale, breath and water recedes, empties out. Keep this going, inhaling into low belly, ribs, chest, fill up. Exhale, release breath down from chest, ribs, down to lower belly. Again, inhale, fill up, swell the breath all the way up to the top. Exhale, empty the breath out. Keep working with your breath in this way. Feeling the swell and the rise of the inhale, and the receding and the emptying of the exhale, like an ocean wave in and out. Water element instructs us in how to be fluid, how to move, how to change. In a physical sense, the water element in the body is represented by all the fluid in the body, the blood, all the lymphatic fluid, the endocrine system that moves hormones through the body. But in an emotional sense, water element is all about our ability to adapt. So as you move through this practice today, some questions to consider might be, where in my life am I not being fluid? Where do I find it difficult to adapt? And where do I spill over energetically? The physical practice can be an entry point into the energetic body and into the heart. So open the eyes if they're still closed. Hands on the knees. Let's just find some circular movement here. Circling around your seat to wake up the hips and the spine. Reverse the direction of your circles. Really supple spine. And coming back to center, bring the hands or fingertips down to the ground. Cow and cat, really focusing on the upper body here. So as you inhale, stretch the chin forward, open the throat like a turtle. Exhale, chin to chest, round spine, cat. Inhale, cow pose. Open throat, look up. Exhale, cat, chin to chest, spine rounds. Keep this going. Working with our cat-cow in this way really gets into that tech neck, the upper back, these areas of the body that can be quite locked up and tight for us because of our modern lifestyle habits. And then we let this go. Make your way to all fours, tabletop position, cow and cat on hands and knees. Inhaling to cow, spine arches, we feel more lumbar, low back spine here. Exhale, spine rounds, cat. Keep it going. Pause in your cow pose. That's the one where your spine is arched. And we'll take this into puppy. Great opener for the chest and the shoulders. So keep the hips over the knees. Melt your chest down between the arms. So the chin can be down to open the throat, or forehead can be down. Keep feeling the chest. Release like a hammock that's strung up between the two trees of your shoulders. Last breath in. And out. Slide onto the belly, cobra pose. Let's take rolling cobras. So get anything out of the way that you need to so you can tent the fingers on either side of your mat, feet wide. Inhale, pull the chest forward and up. Exhale, lower down. Keep that going. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, roll down like a snake, undulating the spine. Moving with breath. Next time you come down, hands draw in. Press yourself back through child's pose, tucking the toes. Tailbone back, fingers forward, lengthen your spine. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Come onto your tippy toes, lifting the heels. Inhale. Exhale, send the heels to the back right corner of the mat. Knees can bend. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, heels to the back left corner. Inhale, center. Keep this going, just finding a swaying and swishing movement with the hips, side to side. And then come back to the tiptoes. Inhale, plank pose. Shoulders over wrists, rock forward and back, plank pose. Knees, chest, chin. I'll break this down if you're new to this. Drop the knees, arch the spine like a cow pose. Bend the elbows straight back. Seat stays lifted like puppy. Chest and chin dip. Inhale, pull forward onto the belly, cobra, elbows in this time. Exhale, press back. Downward facing dog. Let's take that again. Inhale to plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Ashtanga Namaskar. Inhale, Cobra Bhujangasana. Exhale, downward dog. Last time, inhale, plank. Exhale, lower knees, chest, chin. Inhale, Cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Stay. Walk your dog. Walk the feet leisurely to the hands. Forward fold top of the mat. Grab your yoga blocks. Feet hips width distance apart. Take a soft bend in the knees. And then think here about finding a cow spine, cow tilt in your lower back. Inhale, halfway lift. Chest pulls forward, soft bend in the knees. Cow tilt in the low back, arching the spine. And imagine here that you were forming a little cup in your low back where you could collect rainwater. So take an inhale here. Exhale, forward fold, and feel that cool rainwater spill down the spine, over the skull. Again, inhale, half lift. Arch in the low back, creating a little divot, a little cup. Catch the water. Exhale, fold over the legs. Complete release of head and neck. Inhale, half lift. Collect the water. Exhale, fold. Feel the water spill down your back. I'm in New York City and it's 91 degrees today, so this image of cool water is very refreshing to me. Let's take a slow roll up to standing. Mountain pose, Tadasana. Let's bring the feet together now. Chair pose, Utkatasana, bend the knees a lot. Stretch the arms forward. Now take the tilt out of the low back. Lengthen tailbone down, inhale. Exhale, diver pose, wing the arms back, head and tail in line. Lift the heels, press into the big toes, and imagine a clear blue swimming pool before you. You're about to dive in. Inhale, back to chair pose, Utkatasana. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold, step to plank. Knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga, or any variation of the vinyasa that you love. We meet in downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg rises. Exhale, bend the knee, open the hip. Just enjoy this opening. There could be ankle circles, anything that feels intuitive to you here that feels good. Yeah, water element asks us to follow our desires, follow our pleasure. Let's re-extend the leg, toes down, inhale. Exhale, step forward, warrior one. Back heel spins, rise up, root through the feet and square off the hips. Straighten front leg, humble warrior. Stretch the arms behind you, catch and interlace. Inhale to lift the chest. Exhale, humble, rebend the front knee, fold forward, heavy head. Remember that image of water spilling over the top of your head. Inhale. Exhale. Release the bind of the arms. Warrior two. Windmill the arms open. Virabhadrasana two. Inhale, flying warrior. Straighten front leg, reach up. Exhale, warrior two. Really fluid. Again, inhale, lift up, flying warrior. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, fly. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, fly. Now a change. Lift the front toes, parallel your feet. So you're facing the long edge of your mat, and drop your back arm down. Inhale, root the feet and reach up. Exhale, side bend to the left. Grounding through the outer part of the front foot. Two shoulders in one line, head and neck relaxed. Inhale. Exhale. Lift up from obliques. Spin your front toes forward. Triangle pose is where we're headed. Inhale. Exhale, Trikonasana. Reach and tilt. And imagine yourself like a human starfish here. Just spreading out in all directions. Taking up space. Spilling your energy. Inhale. Exhale, look down, runner's twist, left hand down, right arm up. We spin onto the ball of the back foot. Option to stay or come into side plank, Vashisthasana. Choosing what's in your pleasure, what feels exciting and playful in your practice. Last breath in, breath out, plank pose, vinyasa flow. We meet in downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, bend the knee, open the hip. And just feel around, open up. Lengthen left leg, toes down, inhale. Exhale, step forward, warrior one. Back heel spins. Feel the low belly lift, the heart lift, and the gaze soften. Inhale. Exhale. Straighten front leg. Catch the opposite interlace of the fingers. Inhale, lift chest. Exhale, humble warrior. Round and fold forward. Feel the knuckles spilling up and over the head. Inhale. Exhale. Release the bind of the arms. Warrior two, like dancing. One pose flows into the next. Inhale, flying warrior. Straighten the front leg, reach up. Exhale, warrior two. Keep that flowing. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, warrior two. Like moving through water. Inhale, fly. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, fly. Lift the front toes, parallel the feet. Drop your back arm. Inhale to stretch up and lengthen. Exhale, side bend to the back. Broad across your chest. Think of your left heel as being anchored to the mat. Upper body is reaching away. Inhale, lift up from obliques. Triangle poses where you're going. Spin the front toes forward. Lengthen the waist. Inhale. Exhale, hips back, reaching forward and tilting. Trikonasana, triangle pose. Ooh, my mat's slippery. Slip sliding away over here. One more breath in. Breath out. Look down. Runner's twist. Plant your right hand. Stretch your left arm up. Lift the back inner leg. Activate even though you are fluid. Option to take side plank or stay. Filling in your pose with your breath, with your presence. Final breath in. Breath out, plank pose. Vinyasa flow, your expression. Back to downward dog. Child's pose, lower the knees. Send the hips to the heels. Balasana. And as you rest, consider the wisdom of water that asks us to cultivate trust, to plunge in without necessarily knowing where we're going. Every time we show up to a yoga class, we're taking part in that contract, right? We don't know what the teacher's going to ask us to do. And there can be a freedom and a joy from allowing yourself to be led. We'll move through this sequence one more time. All I want you to do is think about water. Think about the way water moves. Let that inform your body, inform the feeling in your practice. Let's meet in downward facing dog. We'll have a little bit of fun at the top here. Sweep your right leg high, inhale. Bend the knee, open the hip. You can stay or flip your dog if that's in your practice. And we'll meet back in a down dog split. Inhale. Exhale, step forward, warrior one. Inhale to rise. Exhale, straighten front leg. Find the interlace of the fingers, lift chest. Inhale. Exhale, humble warrior. Single breath in. And out, release the bind, warrior two. Connecting your movements. Inhale, flying warrior, reach up. Exhale, warrior two. Again, just drop into the current of that. Repeat the pattern. Trust you know it. Inhale, lift the front toes to parallel the feet. Drop the back arm. This time to go deeper, you might bring your back arm behind your back like a half bind. Inhale to lengthen up. Exhale, side bend. Open it up, find more space. Inhale, lifts you up. Exhale, front toes spin forward, triangle pose. Trikonasana, single breath in and out. Runner's twist. Left hand down, right arm up. Now a change, lower the back knee down. Press the left hand down to spin your chest to the right. And you might lift your back leg and catch your foot from the outside. If that's going well, press into the front foot and press the back foot into the hand. And let that draw you into a back bend. Open the throat. One more breath. Release the hands down. Skandasana. You're going to spin on your back foot so your front heel comes down. Half squat, Skandasana. And you can take this position low like I'm doing or take it up high. Inhale, look to the back of your mat. Exhale, Skandasana, back of the mat, up and over, getting into the hips. Look forward, inhale. Exhale, Skandasana, back to the front. Spin forward, step to plank or one-legged plank, moving through your vinyasa. Riding the breath back to down dog. Inhale, left leg rises. Bend the knee, open the hip, stay or flip your dog. Down dog split. Inhale. Exhale, step forward, warrior one. Rising up, straighten front leg. Bind the hands, inhale, chest lifts. Exhale, humble warrior, single breath in and out. Release the bind. Warrior two. And like surfing, straighten front leg, inhale, reach up. Exhale, warrior two. Two more times, just riding that wave, finding a flow. Inhale, fly. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, fly. Lift front toes, parallel the feet. Drop the back arm, maybe catch your half bind across the back. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, lean to the back. Side bend. Stretching the internal obliques, the waist, the hips. Next, inhale, lift up. Spin front toes forward. Exhale, triangle pose. Trikonasana, single breath in and out. Runner's twist, look down. Flowing into it like dancing. Inhale. Exhale, lower left hand, lower back knee. So you might just stay here, or you might find your twist again and lift your back foot and grab the foot from the outside. So this is a quad stretch. And let's add a back bend to it by pressing the foot into the hand, opening the throat. Last breath in. Breath out. Release your pose. And just come back to child's pose. Knees together. Either stack the hands, rest the forehead down, or bring the backs of the hands to the lower back. Find your way up to sit, hips to heels. We'll explore a repetitive movement pattern called Bala Seal. When we work with a repetitive sequence of movement, it allows us to drop into what we call a flow state. So let go of thinking and just kind of drop into that realm of sensing and feeling like water. So to begin, come back to child's pose with the backs of your hands on your low back, so the palms are up. As you inhale, rise onto the knees, swoop the arms out and up to prayer overhead. Exhale back to child's pose, forehead down. Inhale, reach arms out and up, rise onto the knees. Exhale back to child's pose. Inhale. Exhale. Keep this going on your own, like a ritual, exploring this for about a minute. If you feel comfortable, you might close the eyes so that you rely less on sight, on the logical thinking mind, and drop down into feeling, sensing as you move your body through space. Take about 3 more. We'll meet with the arms up overhead. Draw the palms to prayer. Press the thumbs into the center of the chest. Just be still. Let all of that movement settle. And then blink the eyes open. Come onto hands and knees. Find your way to a seat. Bharavajasana's twist. Extend the legs in front of you. You might want to have a block for this shape. Bend your right knee into a half virasana, half hero's pose. So if this is a lot for your knee, you can always sit up on a block to give your joint a bit more space. And then we'll bend the left knee and bring the sole of the foot towards the inner right leg. So sitting up tall here, big inhale. Exhale, twist to your left. Right hand to the outside of the thigh. Lengthening up as you inhale. Exhale as you revolve around yourself. Look to the back of the space with your right eye. Final breath in. And out. Unwind to face forward. We switch. Extending one leg forward and then the other. You can give the legs a little tap just to get the blood flowing back down to the feet, and then we switch. So left knee bends, half virasana. Right knee bends. Finding this hip opening base of your shape, sit up tall, inhale. Exhale, twist to the right. So left hand to the outer right thigh. Think of pulling your physical heart more towards the front of your rib cage, sitting tall. Inhale. Exhale. Look toward the back of your space with your left eye. Inhale. Exhale. Unwind to face forward again. Release the legs, give them a bounce, and then make your way onto your backs. One round of bridge. Bridge, wheel, supported bridge, whatever floats your boat. We'll take about 8 breaths. So planting the feet, lifting the hips up. Bridge or wheel, take it away. After your next exhale, dip your chin to lower down. Soles of the feet together, knees apart, left hand to heart, right hand to belly, Supta Baddha Konasana. And imagine here at the navel is another little cup, a little divot to collect rainwater. So see that water pooling at that divot at the navel until it expands and spills across the abdomen, the chest, down the hips, spreading out across the whole body, relaxing and cooling your body as you take rest. And you can remain here for as long as you like. But if you need to roll into the rest of your day, we'll slowly draw the knees together and roll onto one side to find a comfortable seat. Drawing the hands to prayer, bowing your chest, acknowledging yourself for going with the flow and exploring your water element in your practice today. Thank you for sharing your time and energy with me. Namaste.